Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your mowers have practically built themselves.
Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to today's show. Today, well, we are going to be looking at a couple of Mustangs that I picked up off of eBay. They were actually in pretty good shape and it was a deal I couldn't pass up. I paid around $15, $16 a piece for them, already built and including shipping. So I couldn't pass it up. They were in good enough shape that I felt I could do a fairly decent refurbish, rebuild if you would, but I didn't have to do everything because a lot of things were already in really good shape. So, without further ado, let's take a look at two of these. And so, just so you know, these are 64.5 convertible kits from Revell, and I already have one that I have been building for some time, and there's a total of, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's a total of 6. Today we're just going to take a look at 2 of them. So let's get going on it.
First up is this Mustang I got for $15 total, $10 for the purchase price, $5 for shipping, and it came with 2 tops, the pullover convertible top and the boot, which was great. But you can see this black isn't great. Didn't spray right, whoever had done it, and you can see the interior, how it looks. There's going to need to be some work done on the chrome. The front valance was missing, as well as the headlights. So this is definitely going to need a little bit of help, mostly paint work. The engine, of course, oh boy, this looks terrible. And in the engine compartment, a few parts are missing, like the brake master cylinder and the windshield washer bottle. So we're going to start taking this apart, which was pretty easy to do. Here's a good overall view of the car. I mean, it's not bad. It's a great starting point, but it did come apart pretty easy. What I decided I wanted to do was build a model of the 1964.5 Mustang that was given to the Playmate of the Year in 1964. Unfortunately, don't know for sure whether it was a 289 or a 260. I'm going to go with 260. It has the rocker panel down on the bottom. It does not have those little C-shaped chrome pieces behind the door, and it does have wire wheel covers that I can't find anything for a substitute. It also has kind of a pinstripe around the C area, and I'm going to have to try and replicate that. So I looked up the color, the correct color, which is WT9301. And here's a great color chip of it. That previous picture, just because of the lighting, gives it more of a coral look, but here is the actual Playboy pink color. So I got to work mixing some testers paints to come up with my version of this, and I think it's pretty close. Went ahead and primed the body. I taped off the windshield. The windshield was in good shape, so I didn't want to mess with that, and it was glued into place, so I did not want to mess with that, and went ahead and sprayed with my airbrush the pink. Think it came out pretty darn close to the color chip. So I went ahead and painted up the engine block itself is black. Air cleaner and valve covers are gold. You can see I've resin cast a master brake cylinder and a windshield washer bottle. So I've got plenty of those. Went ahead and installed those, a radiator hose, and just kind of painted up some of the areas in the engine compartment so it would look a lot better. Then I took a decal that again I made some time ago for the washer bottle and also put one on the battery. You can see on the battery the Autolite Stay Full battery decal. Anyway, this is the finished engine compartment. I think it turned out okay, but I do need to wire it, of course, at some point. The interior, I went ahead and did some black flocking for the carpet. You can see where I've done the chrome on the seats. I pretty much left the interior white the way it was, but I did paint all of the chrome pieces with Molotow, including the little trim on the door panels. Put some pink fuzzy dice in there, and this is how it turned out. I like the results. Now you can see here the wheel covers. I've dressed them up a little bit, used some black wash, put some spinners on them, new chrome door handles, painted the insignia, the Mustang on the side fender. The stick shift is painted, the ball is painted white, and all of the dashboard has been detailed, and the console is now the correct color with kind of the silver-ish in the middle, aluminum, sorry, in the middle, and then the chrome trim on it as well as the black. And you can see on the boot here, I've put the little chrome buttons, fasteners for the boot, and also I made a license plate, a 1964 Utah license plate I put on this. You can see I've accentuated the body panels with some black wash, and here you can see, and that's not a decal, that's that red, white, and blue on the Mustang. That was hand painted by me, although I did use a Model Car Garage photo etch set, and that's where I got the 260V for the front fender and the rocker panel molding. That piece on the rocker panel that came from that kit as well. You can see the Ford on the hood. I went ahead and painted that with my Molotow, and the headlights are some resin cast ones that I have, and went ahead and painted them with the Molotow. Think they turned out okay. And found a valance that I had in my spares box. Went ahead and painted it up, and the chrome on that as well. Now for the windshield trim and moldings, I went ahead and used my Molotow liquid chrome and a little bit whiter brush, a flat brush, and just painted that on in one stroke. I like the way it turned out. I could have used bare metal foil, but you guys know I don't have good results with it, and so I didn't do that. This is all, every chrome thing you see on here is done with my Molotow. So here is the finished product. The license plate, 1964 Utah license plate, and the pony on the gas cap, I actually painted that by hand, the red, white, and blue on that, as well as the ones here on the side. Yeah, so I like how this one turned out, but it is going to need the door locks and the radio antenna, as well as that piece of pinstriping that I talked about earlier. So the second one, again, paid $15 with shipping, and this one's in really good shape. I think it's missing the door handles, the mirror. It's missing, all of the trim everywhere is just gone on this thing, and that's perfectly fine. The headlights were painted black for some reason, and all of the chrome pieces were painted in kind of a light steel color. Okay, but the interior was kind of unique. I like that. The engine compartment is clean and nice, although you can see it's missing as well the washer bottle and the brake master cylinder, and it's going to need some detailing. So here's the rims that came on it. I can't remember which kit this comes off of, maybe the GT500. I just can't remember. But anyway, we're going to dress that up really nice with some GT500 rims, Shelby, from I believe this is the 68 kit, the new one, and some Goodyear Eagle tires. I went ahead and you can see I've started to put on some of the chrome trim now from the Model Car Garage fret, as well as I used kit decals for the Mustang badge on the side of this one. And I've accentuated the door panels, all of the door, trunk, lid, all that kind of stuff. The engine is a little bit too plain. Definitely got to paint the engine compartment black. And here we go. Pulled the engine out, painted it blue, put some Cobra valve covers on it from my spares box, and a nice air cleaner again from my spares box. But I do need to do some painting for the air cleaner, air filter. I am going to need to put some wires on it, but so far it's looking a whole lot better. The interior, I didn't do much with it. I dressed up I'm going to be dressing up the steering wheel a bit. And you'll see that here in a minute. But the interior actually wasn't bad. I went ahead and used the Ford on the hood from the Model Car Garage set, and went ahead and painted those headlights like I did on the other car. Got to have white lettered Eagles, so we've got that taken care of. You can see where I've used the liquid chrome from Molotow for around the window trim and the rest of the trim on the car. I think it turned out really nice, and I like the finished result. The only thing is, one of the last things I did was make sure that the chassis was secured to the body properly, and when I did that, the front tires went up a little too high. So I am going to have to make some adjustments there. But again, I still have to put an antenna on it. I still have to put the door locks on it. A couple of little things that just add a little bit of detail to it that you guys know I liked. All I did with the rims was give it a wash, and I did use for the C, I don't know what to call them, but it's that trim piece behind the door. And again, that came from the Model Car Garage set. It's a great set, a huge help in getting this car done. I used the 289 badges, actually from one of the kits that I have of this that are decals. You can see all of the chrome I've repainted with the Molotow liquid chrome pen. Well, not pen, but Molotow liquid chrome. And yeah, here's where we're at. So anyway, I hope you guys like this, and we'll see you again soon with another edition of Bringing Something Back from the Graveyard. Thanks, folks.